Make some noise for Colt Ford.
Yeah.
Man, it's yesterday or Friday was the official start of my my vacation. Yeah. So to spend a couple nights, was up in Seattle last night. That's a hell of a vacation, man. That's
pretty rowdy.
I could just nap the rest of the time.
Good too.
34 shows with Florida Georgia Line, sell out every night. Tell us about that and what that was like.
Well, I mean, it's amazing what's happened to BK and Tyler. For the last 2 years, they opened for me probably more than any other artist out there. I took them out when nobody knew who they were, and they were friends of mine, and I thought their music was cool, and I thought people would dig it, and I was right. It's been amazing what's happened in the less than a year ago, they were still riding in a van that smelled like feet and opening for me, you know. I mean, they were driving the van themselves, and now they fly around in jets and things like that.
When you got the call to go out on tour, was it just like...
Well, it was cool. We talked about it. I mean, it's, a lot of people wanted that spot, I'm sure, because they, how crazy it was going to be. But that shows you a little bit about what kind of guys they are. I mean, they're a record label, and a lot of people were pushing them for different things, and they said, no, Colt took us out when nobody knew who we were. So, we're going to return the favor. So that was cool. And it was just an unbelievable party. I don't know if anybody came to any of the shows, but it was an unbelievable party every night. If you didn't have fun at that show, you probably need to go check yourself out at the hospital. Something's wrong.
You've collaborated with a lot of big name artists and have written several hit songs. Obviously Jason Aldean, Jake Owen. Done some stuff with Luke Bryan. Yeah. Who's one artist that you're like, I want to work with and do a song with?
Well, I've already done something with Brantley. Brantley and I started together, so. There's so many artists that I'm a fan of, like you guys. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a fan before I'm anything else, and I love music and I love listening to different artists. So I'm always interested in working with anybody who wants to do something cool. I mean, if they're interested in being creative and not walking in the room and going, well, we need to do this and do that, because I don't make music that way. I mean, I make music for y'all. I listen to what y'all say, and I try to make things that y'all can relate to. So any artist that doesn't want to, be stuck and controlled, I'm into doing that, because I don't really get controlled very well.
Well, we want to let you take control of the show this afternoon.
Is there any questions anybody else wants
Anybody
to ask?
Want to ask something?
I won't lie unless I have to. What's up, bud?
You mentioned about the prank that you pulled with Florida Georgia Line.
Yeah.
I remember a prank that y'all pulled on Lizard Lick Colt.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. The first time Bobby pushed me, he's a pretty big guy. And he pushed me really hard. I was like, dude, don't do that. I mean, this ain't real. Stop pushing me like that. It was pretty funny being on there. That was fun.
So the prank, last night was full of pranks, a lot of jokes being played. And, you gave us a mental picture of what that was like, but I want to give you a copy of this. And,
is that right?
If you want to give everyone a true image, if we could zoom in.
Well, that's
on.
It was pretty funny.
That was a whole lot of sexy on the stage last night.
That was a lot right there. Yeah. The girls in the front row, there were some crazy looks on their face. It was pretty funny. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks. I tried to forget that.
That's
already.
For you can. That's for you can auction off for charity or whatever you want to do.
Put it up. Is anybody else? You guys got any questions? Yes, darling.
Who wrote Anthem first?
I did. Yeah. Me and Brantley Gilbert wrote Dirt Road Anthem. I mean, it was for my first record right through the country, and I mean, it's my song. It was for my record that came out. Brantley and I wrote it, and we performed it together the very first time. And then a couple of years later, Jason recorded it, and it's been the biggest song of his career. But that was my song off my first record that me and Brantley wrote together. What's up?
We have any questions?
I can't see you, but I can hear you. All right.
So how'd you go from golfing to songwriting?
Well, I know that's kind of crazy. I mean, to be honest with you, but my mom always told me that God never gives you anything He doesn't intend for you to use. So I just happened to be good at golf, and I was good at music, and I'm good at eating, and I'm good looking. I mean, I got a few things I'm good at, so that just happened to be one of them. So
one more question.
Hey, when you did the Redneck Crazy video, and at the end it shows you guys flipping that Polaris Ranger. How'd that go?
Well, I'll tell you how that went. Tyler Farr, I'm sure y'all like that song, Redneck Crazy. Tyler's one of my best friends. And I had introduced him to Willie a few years ago. I'd known Willie for a long time, and we asked him to be in the video, and him and Lee Bryce did it. But I had literally just told Tyler, if you do that again, that's going to flip over. I had not been out of my mouth 5 seconds from the camera guys. You do it again, and Tyler's, he's a crazy ass redneck. So he did it again, and it flipped over and tore that guy's thing all to pieces. It's pretty funny. I mean, I literally just told him, if you do that one more time, it's like a dad telling a kid. And it did, and he jumped up like he was all right, but he was hurting like hell. When we got back to the bus, I said, "You're really hurting, aren't you?" He's like, "Yeah, but don't tell nobody."
Well, Colt, if you could finish this sentence for me, it's kind of a serious one.
Okay.
All right. I wish I was a girl because.
Ooh. I like those silky undergarments they wear.
Let's give it up for Colt Ford of the Bing Lounge.